Hey guys, don't forget to hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you can be notified every time I come up with a new video.
Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for coming back. I'm Arpitabahl and I welcome you back yet again to the Crazy Wisdom. Alright, so with today's video, we'll be starting off a very interesting topic of Zodiac Compatibility, and we'll be looking into as to how much each Zodiac sign is compatible with the rest of them. And obviously, first and foremost, we'll be starting off with the fiery Aries. So, without further ado, put on your thinking caps and your wisdom boots. Let's get on and shoot. Now, we are categorizing compatibility on the basis of three most important criteria: love, fun, and work. And according to me, if all three of these get green checked by both the parties, they become almost good to go. Well, Aries plus Aries. Now, too much of a good thing becomes bad, right? This is exactly what happens here. Now, in terms of fun, both are party animals, both are passionate, both want to party till they drop, and therefore the time they spend together becomes near perfect. Now, in terms of love, both have the exact same expectations from each other, and no one of them has anything different to offer, and therefore selfishness might easily creep in. And in terms of work, well, both of them want to rule, both of them want to dominate, and no one wants to listen to the other person and strategize, and therefore it can turn catastrophic. Second, Aries plus Taurus. Well, in terms of fun, a Taurus is very elegant and very self-contained and stable, whereas an Aries is free-spirited and absolutely outgoing. So together they might go up to 40% in terms of having fun, and then later on both of them sort of start to pull each other towards their side. In terms of love, a Taurus demands stability and protection, and they are very possessive lovers. Whereas an Aries, though they are passionate people by heart, but they are a little bit too self-focused and they are far away from emotions. And in terms of work, a Taurus is a safe player and he acts according to the waves, whereas an Aries is the registered risk taker of the group. They are extremely action oriented and they never fear going against the tides, and therefore again a clash. Alright, the next one, Aries plus Gemini. Well, both are unstoppable, both are party animals, both would spend the night on the dance floor without judging each other or without analyzing each other, and therefore it's gonna be perfect. In terms of love, both are independent seekers, both are non-clingy, both would not want to box each other or contain each other up in emotions or any sort of bonds. And in terms of work, well, a Gemini is brain power, thoughts, analysis, and all the calculations, and Aries is taking the cumulative project to completion, and therefore it is a perfect combination of success. And the next one, Aries plus Cancer. Well, in terms of fun, especially in a formal setup, a Cancerian is very sort of motherly, he's very balanced, and he's very contained, and they would not want to lose themselves in a party. Whereas an Aries is an exact opposite, and again a clash. In terms of love, a Cancerian is sometimes too dramatic. They want approval, they want an emotional display, and they find it very hard in coping with distance or breakups in a relationship. And Aries, again, because although they are too passionate, they do not dwell in these things so much. And in terms of work, well, a Cancerian is too moody for the go-getter Aries, and sometimes they can lose all the willpower and all the stamina to work at all. Whereas an Aries, they do not want to settle or stop for even a second, and therefore again a major clash occurs. Moving over to the next one, Aries plus Leo. Well, in terms of fun, if you find a party or an event where an Aries or a Leo both are hosts, you would never want the party to end, you would never want to come back from that event, because you would find all the amaze and all the fun all under one roof. In terms of love, again, fire and fire, too much desire for each other. Both of them would remain attracted with each other's charm and each other's dominance and each other's status in the society, and they will share a very special bond of mutual freedom that they give to each other and the mutual admiration that they have for each other's personality. In terms of work, well, this one can be a bit tricky because power struggles, dominance issues, and ego clash can easily creep in because no one wants to bow down. Well, the Aries is a soldier, they have never learned to bow down, and Leos are the official lions of the group, they never bow down. So, this is a place where they need to strike a balance, and if they do, this can be a brilliant match. Alright, moving over to the next one, Aries plus Virgo. Well, in terms of fun, an Aries is the first one to step on the dance floor, or on the stage, or right in the middle of a huge crowd, in any event. But a Virgo is the complete opposite. They are the last ones to do so, and therefore completely different. In terms of love, well, again, Aries are extravagant displayers of their affection, and they go out and out to get it and tell it to the world about it, whereas a Virgo would not call someone, even their crush, before they are 200% sure. And in terms of work, well, doers here clash with extensive thinkers and strategizers, and again a clash of personalities. And the next one, Aries and Libra. Well, this is the perfect example of opposites attract. Well, in terms of fun, both are fun-loving, both are free-spirited, and both are equally flirty. In terms of love, both want attention equally and both want distance in the relationship equally, and therefore, again, a perfect combination. But sometimes the laziness of a Libra can bore an Aries, but it is not bad enough to break a deal. And in terms of work, well, Libra is that diplomatic strategizer who sort of makes out the entire plan to bring the client to an Aries, and an Aries is the fastest seller of their product or service to that client, and therefore it sort of makes for an awesome combination. Alright, next, Aries and Scorpio. Well, in terms of fun, a Scorpio offers a lot of mystery and a lot of mind games to their partner, and for an Aries, this is a sort of a waste of time and they do not want to decode all those things. They are very straightforward. In terms of love, a Scorpio is very possessive and very controlling, and an Aries just cannot tolerate that, and it leads to a lot of fights and a lot of quarrels and a lot of ego issues. And in terms of work, well, again, Scorpios are very secretive and they are very sort of plotters and planners, and they work behind the scenes, and an Aries cannot handle too much pressure. They are just, they are like, if you have the results or if you have the plan, just go out and execute it. They do not plan and plot that much, and therefore again this cannot work. They're not able to work together. And the next one, Aries plus Sagittarius, and again in terms of fun, it's like when two fire signs combine, it is fire everywhere, they spread fun and joy and unlimited extravaganza wherever they go, and sometimes they do not stop, and sometimes a third person has to step in to, stop the party or stop the celebration that's going on. And again, at the end of the day, they do not judge each other. In terms of love, well, again, an Aries want an over-the-top, romantic, yet unemotional display of affection. And that is exactly what a Sagittarius wants, because it is after all ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion. And therefore, again, their, vibe works extremely well together. And in terms of work, well, both of them are target achievers, both of them are front runners. And with an Aries and Sagittarius, it's like a relay race happening with them working in the same team. One of them gives the other the pass and he or she carries it forward, without dragging the other person with them. And it's a sort of a very natural flow when both of these people start working together. So it's again a near perfect match. And the next one, Aries and Capricorn. Well, in terms of fun, and Aries, again, as we have talked about it over and over again, they are the life of any party, whereas a Capricorn just do not want to invest their time in unprofitable things, which do not give anything constructive in return. In terms of love, well, again, an Aries is an extravagant displayer of affection, and this is what they want in return, whereas a Capricorn is too mature and too practical and too real to, do any such sort of displays of affection. And in terms of work, again, it can be a bit tricky because an Aries is an attacker, whereas a Capricorn wants to strategize and, plan properly and think through very carefully before acting on a situation. And therefore, it can again result in a clash of vibe. And moving over to Aries plus Aquarius. Well, in terms of fun, an Aries just wants to party and have fun, all the fun in the world, and an Aquarius can fuel this desire of theirs with the most random, the most weirdest and the most out of the box ideas, and therefore they work as a perfect combination. In terms of love, well, this is a bit of a problem because Aries are passionate and somewhere they want attention because they are self-focused, but with an Aquarius they suddenly meet a person who's more detached and who's more neutral towards emotions than they are. So, this can be a cause of fight. And in terms of work, we can safely say that innovators meet executioners. So, it is a good combination. And to the last one, Aries plus Pisces. Well, in terms of fun, one wants to explore out right in the middle of a crowd and party till they drop, and the other one, well, they crave seclusion and silence and peace and calmness in their lives, and therefore coming to a midpoint can be very tough. Again, in terms of love, an Aries is a person who acts on impulse and they are go-getters and they just want to achieve their target and the person of their interest in this case. Whereas a Pisces is very moody and they are unpredictable and they can take their own level of time in deciding upon a person, and usually that is a lot, a lot more than an Aries can handle because they are very quick people. And in terms of work, well, the Pisces creativity, which is world famous, can up an Aries game quite a bit, but then again they are they themselves are not sure about their creative pursuits and their potential, and they can be very dreamy and moody and floaty, especially in their work as well. And for an Aries, they can seem to be very, very impractical and far away from reality, which an Aries is not. They act on facts and they act very, very quickly, and Pisces takes a lot of time. And therefore, this can again be a difficult match to go with. Alright guys, so with this I put a wrap on today's video. I hope you liked it, and in case you did, don't forget to leave a cute little thumbs up right underneath it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel in order to remain updated with all the latest news on zodiacs, astrology and motivation. Also, you can contact me for any astrological query or consultation that you have. I am attaching my email address right in the section below. And so with this, I'll be seeing you again on Tuesday, but don't forget to be crazy and wise until we meet for the next time. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.